Hey guys, this is Rick Maxa from Fisherman's Landing Tackle Shop again. We've been doing a little series showing you some of the hot jigs and the hot things to have if you're coming out fishing with us here at Fisherman's Landing, and want to give you a little bit of rundown. We're in a little bit different spot than we've been for a while. Still good fishing. There's some very, very good fishing going on. Shogun just came back this morning with limits of bluefin tuna, fish up to over 200 pounds, good day and a half fishing. And we're starting to see the tide shift a little bit. The last 3 videos we've done have all been about nighttime fishing. That's where all your production's coming. We're starting to see daytime fishing overtake the nighttime bite. That doesn't mean that it's gonna last, and it doesn't mean that it might not change the day after we make this video, but as of late, there's been better fishing in the day than there has in the night. We're gonna go over both of those things. A lot of the daytime fishing has been with live bait. We're in kind of a funky spot with live bait right now too. The Everingham Brothers Bait Company works tremendously hard. We have the best bait haulers in the entire business here in San Diego, so we're very fortunate. Just know that when you come down, you're gonna have the best available bait for your trip, but it has changed a little bit. We've had a lot of real small bait, small sardine. Sometimes we've been having anchovy. For that, it's imperative that you have some small hook in your box. I think if you've got a trip coming up at any point this summer, you should just be a little bit prepared to have some small bait on your trip. A number 2 or a number 4 size circle hook. Even if you get on the boat and it's all big 5 to 7 inch sardine, just have this as a backup. It's an inexpensive fail-safe and probably smart to have. Maybe some small sinker too to assist you, a little bit of rubber core or a sliding egg sinker, 3/8 of an ounce, ½ ounce, something like that will just keep you prepared if you get a small bait scenario. The other thing that we've been having that is not real common for us is we've had some real big sardine also. Great for bluefin fishing if you get a nice healthy batch of it, but trying to put a number 4 hook in a sardine that's this big gets a little tough too. So maybe have a little bit larger circle hook. A 2.0 or 3.0 would be just fine for that bigger sardine. So that's the only thing that's been outside the norm. Other than that, there's been good bait fishing. When it gets scratchy, as bluefin can sometimes, I think fluorocarbon is not a bad idea. So maybe have a little bit of 30-pound fluorocarbon with you. It's been about the right size. Up or down a size or 2 wouldn't be a bad idea either. There has been some pretty good daytime jig fishing, and if you're on a trip that happens to have pretty small bait, having a small, shiny, dart-style jig like this Colt Sniper or Current Sniper is probably a good idea too. Something you can fish on the slide, something you can cast up, swell, and let that thing sink down as the boat's drifting towards you, feeling for a bite on the sink. These can be really effective, and if you're not into fishing your small live bait, you can do some real damage with these. A Colt Sniper that's in the 80 to 120 gram size is probably about appropriate. Multiple schools of thought on the hooks of these. The opinion by a lot is that the treble hook maybe gets bit a little better as the jig's fluttering, and an assist style hook probably stays in the fish a little bit better. So you're gonna pick your poison on that, but a great lure to fish too. The other thing that we've had a little bit of is some daytime foamer type fishing where we're casting lures at a school of fish or a school of fish to get stuck to the boat with a little bit of chum. It's not the easiest thing to do, and it takes a little bit of specialized tackle, but clear stick baits, twitch baits, and especially poppers have been really effective. This has been one of the most effective for us. This is a ghost popper. This is a 170 size. The 170 and the 150 have been the most popular, really effective. Lots of great brands too. Yozuri has a good one, Rapala has a good one, but a clear popper in the 5 to 7 inch size or a clear stick bait or twitch bait like this Yozuri here, another really good choice too. Last but not least is certainly still nighttime jig fishing has been a thing. The last few nights it's been about the smaller lures. Doesn't mean that your full-size rip rollers and nomads are not gonna get bites, but what's been getting bit the best has been smaller things. Tungsten 300, still very dominant, still very expensive, but an excellent choice. One of the really popular jigs lately has been a West Coast Jiggers HD 300, and there's a lot of lures that are very similar to this that will work just fine. Doesn't need to be these two. These ones just happen to be pretty darn hot the last couple days. Last but not least, if you're on an extended trip, again, with the bait being a little bit of an unknown factor, I don't think it would be a bad idea for you to stock up on a couple of sabiki rigs. Something that'll catch an anchovy, or excuse me, something that'll catch a big sardine, and more importantly, a medium-sized mackerel. It hasn't come to that yet, but I think the savvy guy is gonna have a few bait catchers in his box just to be ready, especially if you're on a multi-day trip. Other than that, there's some great fishing, lots of good opportunities to be had, and fish of all sizes right now, which is great for us. 20 pounds kind of on the small side, all the way up to big cows, biting kite bait. So it's gonna be a good week of fishing, and we'll look forward to having you guys come down.